IVM.
Hello and welcome to the Habit Coach Podcast, the bite-sized podcast filled with quick and easy, actionable habits. Remember, great habits create that awesome life. I am Ashton Doctor, your habit coach. And today's fun fact of the day has to do with family relationships. Did you know that in English, your grandfather's brother's child is your first cousin once removed? If it was the child of your great-grandfather, he would be your first cousin twice removed. But his child would be a second cousin once removed. Now, how confusing is this silly language? I just love using these did you know facts for the silly language of ours called English. Imagine having a stupid relationship like that with a once removed or once added to it. And in this regard, I'm very lucky. I only have to remember my parents, uncle, aunt, cousin, cousin-in-laws, and granduncle. That's it. A few benefits of having a tiny, tiny family. My granduncle is my grandfather's brother. We went to meet him a few days ago. He's 97 years old. His wife passed away a few years ago. I was meeting him after about a year and a half, and his name is Barjo Doctor and is always an inspiration to me. As all stories go with 90-year-old grandparents, he spoke about his first job, which was way back in 1947, at which point of time he told me that if someone was earning a salary of 30 rupees, he was considered a catch and there would be so many marriage proposals flying his way. He asked me what I was up to and had to explain what a podcast was to him, which was a fun thing to do. Then I made him listen to Friday's episode. And that's when it struck me, why don't I do a podcast on him? To be living to this age, happy, vibrant, and full of life, his habits must have been spectacular. So today I want to talk about one of his habits that I think has made him live a life that I feel is a successful one. In order for my parents and myself to go meet him, we had to do some serious heavy-duty negotiations. The man is just so busy. At the age of 97, he has a packed social life. And I mean packed. He does all his bank work, his income tax work. He stays alone in his house with his house help. And now upon our insistence, the house help goes with him everywhere. Till the age of about 92, he was hopping on buses and going to the busiest parts of Bombay. When we arrived for lunch that day, his house was full of people, which freaked us out even more because of this whole social distancing. He had 2 gardeners tending to his pots, the cook, the house help. There was a ruckus at home. At 97, he is busier than most of us. At 97, it is easy to fall into the trap of being lonely. Almost everyone that you've ever known has died. Just imagine that for a moment. At the age of 97, it is easy to say, I have done everything for so long now, I just want to be taken care of and just watch TV and chill. At the age of 97, it is easy to just live in the past, in the memories of the years gone by, because there are just so many memories to remember. We haven't even seen half as many years as he has, and we live in the past all the time. Memories of friends and lovers. We fill our minds with grief of the things gone by. Today, we're all so busy with life. We're always busy with something or another. But the point is that we do not keep ourselves busy. The busyness we have is trying to solve someone else's problem, or the busyness born from the world around us. But to keep yourself busy is to choose activities that fulfill you. My granduncle fills his days with things he loves, like going to the flower show, or to the zoo, or to the museum. And he probably knows every exhibit by now, and all the security guards know him and wave at him. And that's probably the second learning. He loves people and always gives the person he talks to his full focus. They all love him. I remember once he was in the hospital for a fall. All the nurses loved him, and he was happily flirting with all of them. And they would come and sit with him in the evenings and talk. The last thing to learn from him is to eat only what you enjoy and know is good for you. But eat less. Eating less is the secret for that longevity. And we are all so chronically overfed. I know today's podcast is a departure from the normal kind of podcasts we have, but I was just so inspired by him that I had to share. So, your simple habit to living a long, happy life starts by keeping yourself busy. Fill your days with things that fuel your passions, things that you are doing that you enjoy. Spend a lot of time genuinely caring for people. It's a lonely life if you think you can do it all yourself. You don't need anybody else. Learn to take a keen interest in the lives of others. If you're curious to see what he looks like, head on to my Instagram page at AshtonDoc and I'll share some images of him from our lunch. Especially this one where he's masterminding the whole beer pouring process. He's just too cute. So start these habits and share with us your progress using the hashtag #TheHabitCoach. If you like this podcast, don't forget to check out other interesting podcasts on the IVM network. You can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. You can also follow us on social media. We are at IVM Podcasts on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to reach out to me, I am AshtonDoc on Twitter and Instagram. You can find lots more information on my website, awesome180.com, or check out different content on my YouTube channel called AWESOME180. That's Awesome180.
I hope you enjoyed that show. If you aren't following us on social media, please do. We're IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Would like to thank our sponsors on the network this week. Syed, thank you so much for sticking with us. On the Paisa Vaisa podcast, Anupam was joined by Sujata Alawat, who spoke about women's credit behavior and about improving credit scores for better financial health. Gauri Devi Dayal was joined by Barkha Dutt on This Round is on Me. She shared her thoughts on present-day media and journalism and some of her experiences from the days of her reporting. On The Habit Coach, Ashton talked about how meditation is like getting engrossed and absorbed into an activity where you are free of other thoughts and focus on just one thing. On Agra Station Adulthood, Ritasha and Ayushi were joined by Supriya and Priyanka Joshi for an honest and heartfelt conversation about life as a woman in the 2020s. On the Filter Coffee podcast this week, Karthik invited Bala Srinivas, who has been an active mentor in the startup scene in India, and they discuss its various aspects from funding to government support. Our traveling professor Siddharth talks about this academic document called Statement of Purpose and helps us understand its concept and shares and some tips on how to draft it well. And with that, I hope to see you again next week.
If you love cricket, listen up. The Edges and Sledges Cricket Podcast is here for you. Hosted by DJ, Varun, and me, Ashwin, we bring a fun, fresh fan's point of view to talking all things cricket. Sometimes it's just the three of us, sometimes we have guests, including current and former international cricketers. For new episodes every week, check out the Edges and Sledges Cricket Podcast on the IVM app, website, or wherever you get your podcasts.